Hey, it's Brad from BackcountrySkiingCanada.com. Today we're going to talk about the Volkl 108 skis, and as you can guess, the dimension underfoot is 108 millimeters. In the tip we've got 141 mils, and then in the tail we've got 124 mils. So a really good dimension ski for powder days. You can also ski at the resort. The radius on these skis depends on the size you get. So for the 173 length, they come in at 19.7 meter turn radius. For the 181 length, which is this ski here, they have a 22 meter radius, and then for the 189 centimeter length, they've got a 24.5 meter radius. So they've got a unique side cut and flex depending on the size of the ski that you get. I'm 6'1", about 180 pounds, so I ski the 181s, but I could ski the 189s as well, just a little bit bigger than I'd like. The weight on this ski overall is 3.94 kilograms. That's about 8.7 pounds, and again that's for the 181 centimeter length. And the key differentiator of this ski is the construction. So it's a 3D ridge carbon construction, very similar to the Volkl V-Work Katana skis that we reviewed over here, and also again similar to the Volkl V-Work BMT 109 skis that we reviewed over here. Both of those skis won our Gear of the Year, and this ski is also another great ski to consider purchasing. The 3D ridge carbon construction is basically most of the mass in the ski is in the center of the ski, and they've taken the mass out on the edges, so you've got a lighter swing weight and a lighter ski overall, and it just provides a really nice torsionally stiff ski. The difference between the V-Work Katana and the V-Work BMTs is that those are both full carbon layup skis. This ski has just carbon stringers tip to tail. It's also got a progressive tapered shape and full rocker, so as you can see, the rocker on this ski, it's flat underfoot, and it's a very subtle full rocker from tail right through to the tip, so great for powder skiing and also great on groomers. The construction on this ski is a poplar wood core, so it's nice and light, and then it's got a denser ash wood under the binding mount so that the screws have a good firm hold and won't pop out on you. It's also got a PTEX 2100 base on the underside of this. So comparing this ski to Volkl's other skis, namely the Katana skis, the V-Work Katana skis that we reviewed earlier, the V-Work Katana skis come in at about 3.68 kilos, so this ski is actually heavier by about 260 grams, and that's because the sidewalls are actually a lot thicker on this ski than the Katana V-Works. That's a much thinner profile ski. The dimension on the V-Work Katana are 142, 112, 132, so very similar to the Volkl 108s, but they are thicker underfoot, so a little bit fatter ski. And comparing the 108s to the V-Work BMTs, the BMTs, the 109s, come in at about 3.48 kilograms, so they're about 460 grams lighter than the 108s. So that's the ski I use for touring on, the BMT 109s. It's significantly lighter than the 108s, but not to say you couldn't tour on the ski. It's not the lightest ski we reviewed, but it's also not so heavy that you can't go touring on it. The dimensions on the BMTs are 134, 109, 119, so very similar to this ski, but not as fat as the 108s in the shovel and in the tail. So that's the BMT 109. So overall, how I'd rate this ski, the 108s, compared to the BMT 109s and the Katanas, is that this is a slightly heavier ski, not as fat as the other ones, but because it's got that extra weight on it, it's really fun on the resort. It just pops out of the turns. It can handle anything, any kind of snow. Loves to link up quick link turns, and it can also carve a really nice GS turn as well. I did take it out in the backcountry, and as I said, it's a little heavier than the BMT 109s. Similar weight range to the Katana V-Works, but again, still a little bit heavier. And that's because there is just more mass in this ski. You can see on the sidewall it's got a thicker construction overall. But I would recommend this ski to anybody that's looking for a good all-around ski. You love a fun ski, it has lots of pop, quick turns, can lay down a solid edge on groomers, and you can also take it in the backcountry. So maybe, 30% backcountry, 70% on resort. If you're interested in the Volkl 108s, they retail for $800 Canadian, and you can see the full review at BackcountrySkiingCanada.com, as well as other ski reviews, including the V-Work Katana and the V-Work BMT 109s that review's over here. So have a look at the full review, go to the site, and look at all things backcountry, ski reviews, boots, bindings, skins, and so much more. Thanks very much.